Okay, so today we're going to try to get this thing finished up. I've got my coolant hoses on, and they actually push down in here. That's why they've got these guards on both sides. I'm going to tape this one up so it fits better. I went ahead and pulled that water outlet thing off. It's only 4 bolts. Use some sealant on it in a minute. Got all my hoses ready to go on. This one was a real pain over here. I had to change to a regular type of hose clamp on the passenger side. It's the only way you can get one in. You cannot get one of these extra sturdy hose clamps like that on it. So I'm going to clean up this and the bottom of the other portion of the water outlet and put some silicone on it and put that back in. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, finally I have got it to the point. I've got this water outlet back on. My hose is replaced under it. And now I can finally get the upper radiator hose pipe that comes underneath the intake manifold to here put back in. So I've already wire wheeled the inside where this rubber grommet O-ring goes. Put a new O-ring on it, and I'm going to apply some ultra gray silicone to it as well as an added benefit for it. So I'll be right back. Okay, got my silicone on, and we're going to put this in. Alright. Isaiah, do you know where my pry bar is? There it is.
What?
Come on. Damn this thing, man. What the heck? Okay, obviously I've got too large of an O-ring on it. So, let's take this back out. Put a smaller O-ring on it. Be back in a minute. Okay, I've got the next smaller O-ring on it. Should go right on in now. So we're going to be back at it here. Yeah, see, it slid right in there. And like I mentioned earlier, I put a liberal amount of silicone on it. High torque RV silicone. RTV, sorry. And I have bent this pipe a little bit, so I'm going to bend it back. Not the pipe, but actually the bracket back here. There we go. Now we're seated in there. Almost, not quite. Got a little bit further to go. That's about got it there. Yep, okay. Now we're in. Alright. Bolt in here. Then I'll hold it back there. Let's run this one down. There's that one. Now I can straighten that bracket out some. Like that. Put my rear bolt in. It looks like it needs to come down a little bit. So, let's give it a small tap. Like that. There we go. That's got it lined up. Alright, some of you may be asking why so much silicone if it's a rubber seal. Well, any auto parts store you go to, they're going to pull that seal out of a kit like this. So we went with this size seal, which is this one here. The next one down is this one. So that's what I went to. You see the thickness different? Way different on the thickness. So I put a lot of silicone on it because even though the edge of it has a seal, it's not so much on the outside edges, so that silicone really helps to keep it sealed for years to come. You won't find the original seal probably anywhere anymore because automotive manufacturers quit making the parts after 10 years for a vehicle. And the only way you're going to find it is you get lucky and find some online warehouse, which I tried several and still couldn't find it, so I gave up on it. And that's why I've gone to the fallback measure of just getting the O-ring kit. Okay, so we're replacing these type of hose clamps. When you take them off, generally they'll stop leaking. The only way I've found in the past to make them not leak is to actually, you see the indentation? Line it up exactly there. And then sometimes that doesn't even work. So, to be safe, because I don't want any more problems for my niece when she's driving this thing, especially with her children in the car, we're going to put a regular hose clamp on it. This way, and always wire wheel or use a wire brush and clean up your fitting before you install the new pipe, or new hose on the pipe, or the old hose, whichever the case may be. All right. So I've got another one to do down here. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to also hook up this one underneath of this water pipe. There is a small, right there, little nipple where this 1/4-inch hose is going to go on. And then I'm going to start cleaning this with the wire wheel for the thermostat. And I'm going to get the thermostat in and installed. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you've heard me talk about wire wheeling to clean things with. You see I've covered my intake ports and my heads. I'm going to clean this water jacket with a drill and a wire brush, water outlet. You want to get inside that lip too, so that the new thermostat sits in the new lip, in the cleaned up lip, without any obstructions. Because if there's anything, if the thermostat slips out of that lip and catches right in between the housing and this water outlet, it will crack the water outlet, the thermostat housing. So you gotta be careful of that, and you can also damage these sometimes too. So I clean the inside of the lip as well as the gasket area. Okay, I'm going to clean up the housing and get the thermostat ready, and I'll be back with that. Okay, I chose a Motorrad fail-safe thermostat for obvious reasons. If it fails, it will fail in the open position and will not overheat the car. And that's why I like to put them in. Thermostat housing, the old gasket was still good. I just cleaned it up and roughed it up a little bit, just slightly with the wire wheel, and have put a very thin coat of this ultra gray sealant that I've been talking about. That's it there. Alright, we're going to put that in.